everyone, this is the Peculiar Cavalier, and today is Wednesday, and that means a gaming news is going to be out on the channel. And I wanted to talk about Assassin's Creed Origins, and you might wonder why he's going back to Assassin's Creed Origins all the time. I mean, the game is coming out in October, so we don't have much time, so we need to speculate, we need to talk about the informations, and we need to talk about how the game is going to be and everything before it comes out. So I took my liberty and I started to watch all the gameplay that they put out, and then I also studied some articles about the developers talking about different things that is going to be in the game. So I saw that, and the first thing you have to know is it's like 1,000 years before Assassin's Creed 1. It's not a part of the new things that I'm going to be talking about. It's just a normal overall information. So, are you excited about it? 1,000 years before the story, there's no overlapping of stories, there's no continuation from Syndicate. It's all fresh, it's all new. That's why they even kept a new logo for Ubisoft, and then they started the whole new developing thing. So, this is 1,000 years before, new protagonist, and everything is new. So, I'm happy about that. And not just that, I'm going to talk about the six things that are there in the game that is more exciting than your usual Assassin's Creed game. To show you guys some variations, the developers have added some new elements in the game that will make the gameplay a little bit better. Not just killing someone, assassinating someone. Even though the game is about that, there are some changes that will make you feel like you're playing a new game. So here we go. Number six is underwater exploration. So, if you remember, and if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you might have seen, the dumbbell dropping in from the ship, and then you can go down underwater, and then you can explore, and then you can come back for oxygen in the dumbbell, and then you can again go back in the water. So here the same idea is being there. So you can explore underwater for treasures, for some crafting items, and even to fight some enemies. So that's a good thing to know. So it's awesome. The graphics, it looks amazing since they changed the graphical engine from Black Flag to Assassin's Creed Origin, obviously. So it looks more smoother as I from the gameplay trailers. Number five is more fights. They said just like a basically overall thing. It's like the areas are far more bigger than your normal Assassin's Creed game, so you can fight at a lot of places. I don't know about like in the games like Neo or Dark Souls where you rest and then when you get up, then there will be the same enemies spawned at the same location. That happens in Assassin's Creed 2 as well. After you clean up an area, maybe you go do some mission and then come back to that area, it'll be the same enemies over and over again in the same place. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but they said there's going to be a lot of fights, and with that comes a lot of variety. And we might know Assassin's Creed may not be like Prince of Persia in terms of combat, but they are giving some new traits, new challenges for players to use. Like when you ride on a horse or ride on a camel, you can shoot your arrows at the enemies, or you can go underwater and fight animals. So a lot of things are there, a lot of new things are there. So it's exciting. Number four, this is an important one, is skill trees. So RPG elements have never occurred in Assassin's Creed before. It's all been action, it's all been adventure. So there's no RPG elements. But this time around, they wanted to show something that is a little bit, I don't know, out of the box, I think. So there are three skill trees for every player. One is the warrior, and second is the archer, and third is the important one called a seer. And in seer, you can level up yourself in terms of crafting and a lot of different aspects of it as well. And the developer said you don't necessarily need to take like one route, just I'm going to be a warrior and everything. That won't work out. So like in Horizon Zero Dawn, you'll be like picking up one skill tree, and then you can use the other skill tree points to boost this one or something like that. So he said like if you're a warrior or an archer, and something maybe from the seer will help you out in this both elements. So you should pick up from all the things. They are encouraging you to experiment. So that's a good thing. In Assassin's Creed game that I've never been part of like this. So if you put like an element like this, everyone is going to be excited about it. So that's a good thing. Number three is no more eagle vision. I'm sorry guys, it's a good thing or a bad thing, I have no idea, but there's no eagle vision. I told you guys in the breakdown video from the developers overlay, they were talking about it. and this is like well-known information from now. Like everyone knows this, obviously. So the eagle that we saw in the trailer was named Senu. She's going to be our companion, I would suppose. She would be on our hands. And then we just saw the eagle vision from an eagle. That's all right. But there's more to it. Like what, if you ask? They can distract enemies by attacking them or throwing stuff like that. So they can distract your enemies and then you can go in and kill them. Or you can just stay out and then they can go up and then mark your targets for you, that we saw in the trailer. And then they can find crafting items, they can find new weapons and stuff like that in tough areas that you can't explore, and then you can go and find a way to explore. So for everything, Senu will be helpful, so that's a good thing. And number two is crafting and upgrades. This is also a new thing in Assassin's Creed franchise, because we have only had like in Assassin's Creed 2 we will get new types of hidden blades. That's the extent of our crafting or new weapons. And apart from that, you will just get a new sword or a new axe and stuff like that, and you will change it around. But in this game, crafting has been put an emphasis on. So if you there's no instant kill like air assassinations, or climbing on a building and assassinating someone. That won't happen if you are not upgraded your hidden blade to a certain level. So it might sound scary for people who exist in the franchise for more than the past 10 years, but it's a good thing for me because it's been the same thing over and over again. And this time around, we are forced to being lazy after 10 years. But this time around they said like, no, you're gonna do your job. You're gonna go out there, find materials, craft your weapon, make it powerful, and then you use it. It makes sense because it takes place 1,000 years before the franchise starts. So sounds it might sound crazy, but it's applicable in terms of gameplay. So that's a good thing. So upgrades, crafting, really important. And number one that I'm excited about, and so should you, is animal taming. Animal taming is not a common thing in Assassin's Creed. We've only seen this in Far Cry, and they said also in Far Cry 5 there's going to be some elements of it. But in Assassin's Creed, we have never seen animal taming like this before. We hunt, obviously, and we fish, obviously, but we have never hunt. But this time around, they changed it up. You can obviously meet more animals like lions, hippos, rhinos, elephants, lot of animals in the game. So you can tame them to a certain point. So, I mean, that's absolutely wonderful, right? So these are the six things that I'm absolutely excited about, and there's a laugh on my face that I can't take out because of the six things. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to the game. So should you be. If you're not a gamer, then I mean, what do you think about the channel? I mean, come on, let me know in the comment down below. And if you are excited about Assassin's Creed Origins or not, let me know in the comment down below as well. Thank you guys, this is Cavalier here, and you've been an amazing audience. Please hit that like button, it really helps out a lot. Share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for everything that is gaming. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Let it go, make my body go. Make our bodies high.